All right, y'all. Welcome to Build the Brand with Kristen, where every Wednesday and Thursday I interview business owners, promote upcoming events while discussing topic of the day. There's some other great new segments right here on Atlanta's #1 internet radio. Hits 92.3 Atlanta. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And then if you can't watch live, download the app in your Google and Apple Play Store. Want to spread brand awareness? You can always connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Kristen Build the Brand. So I'm super excited today. We have a really special guest here. We have Red, owner of US Outsider. I'm sorry,
That's okay.
and also former of the Bad Girls Club. But before we get into that, again, y'all, I'm kind of going to the doctor. I go to the doctor every week for the pregnancy. I've been keeping y'all up to date on it. But I got 6 more weeks to go, so I'm not gonna be here too much longer. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in every Wednesday and Thursday. And then we just gonna get into the B Team Investigates one story really quickly, and then we're gonna get into our interview with our guest. So these criminals have been ruthless when it comes to scamming. First it was we was being targeted at pop-up shops, then we were being targeted with the red light scams that's been going on in Jonesboro last week when the scammers have installed cameras at red lights so that they can get people to go on the website and pay for tickets that don't exist. Well, now I just got hit with a news story by USAA warns of a new scam attempting to get online banking information. So we definitely need to get into that. Scammers now using fake bank caller ID numbers to gain consumers' trust. So USAA is warning its members about fraudulent calling local residents and pretending to be from the bank. The company says the scammers are trying to get members to provide passwords and other personal information. So according to the Federal Trade Commission, more than 2.3 billion in losses were reported last year due to imposter scams. So maybe I'm in the wrong business because that's a lot of money. There have been a massive increase in scammers casting out a wide net to gain access to consumers' online banking. So they will call you, and your caller ID will be the bank that you bank with. But don't be fooled by the caller ID. You should ask questions to verify that it is indeed a bank employee before you give out your banking card and information. This week alone, the scammers have got more than $5.8 billion from people in the US alone pretending to be from their bank. So if you're not sure who you're giving your banking information to, I think it is best that you always ask questions. You can tell a difference between scammers and your actual bank. So how they getting this much money, I have no idea. But banks are not going to ask you for security information and passwords or pins. All those things are giving criminal access to your online banking. And your bank already has all your login and security information. So if it says USSA on your caller ID, do not give them their information. Tell them you will call back. Tell them that you need to verify that they are an employee. Yes, Laquita Duvall from Facebook say that's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. It's more than I have. So the scammers they up in the billions right now. First it was pop up shops, then it was red lights. Now they're targeting people bank information. So y'all just make sure that you always ask questions when someone calls and say that they're from Bank of America, even if they if the caller ID says Wells Fargo, you need to verify this employee's ID before giving out your information. A woman this week account was drained of over $200,000 because of this scam. So I don't know why they come up with this idea. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
You ain't needing a bank call. You know your bank 9 times out of 10 is not calling you. It doesn't even matter if you're negative $5 million. They're not calling you.
Yeah, they're not. They'll see your email.
So
how do you?
That's another story. I just be thinking out loud.
No, it's true. That's a really good question, Red. Is how is people being scammed? You know, it's like if the bank call, if your caller ID says Bank of America, wouldn't you think to like ask questions?
Why is the bank calling me? For one,
Yeah, like the bank.
y'all don't call me. I call you because my card don't go through, or you declining me, and I know I got the funds. You don't put a lock on my card. That's why I'm calling you. They're not even gonna call you back from you reporting your card stolen, and they be like, we're gonna follow up with you. No, they don't. You follow back up with them, and then they credit your account after the pending charge has posted. So honestly, I feel like people are not getting scammed. People want to give back to the community, and there's nothing absolutely wrong with that. That's just like you somebody coming and saying, hey, you won, inbox me now. Exactly. Hey, I'm giving away $5,000 on Cash App today, DM me. You want to give them your information at this point. You want to. You're not going to sit here and say, I'm trying to gamble and I'm about to spend $20 and get $200 on Cash App. You're not going to sit here and tell me that. Exactly. And you're not going to sit here and tell me that you don't think about that. Just say you have hope that it be true and you just want to donate. Exactly. Because I don't feel bad for nobody at all.
Laquita from Facebook said they definitely targeted the elderly. They are doing that. I tell my grandfather, he has USA Bank. Yes, that if they call you on your phone, you need to verify employee's ID information, ask to speak to a supervisor because they are hitting people really hard. And last week, when we were investigating the what was it? What was the red light camera?
Yeah, that's
different.
That's different.
You have to realize that's somebody that's also a part of the system. That's the only way to get inside. Like you have to realize all I gotta do is go to somebody that worked for Bank of America and be like, hey, you want $2,000 because I know you ain't getting it. All right, give me this, that, and the third. It's really not that hard. So really, they mad at the people for scamming when you need to be mad at the people that put them on the inside. You have to think about how it's gonna work. It's not just gonna work with them just going in the bank withdrawing. It does not just work like that. Maybe I know from experience. Maybe I'm recovered. I am.
Remember what Frankie
but
did on
at the end of the day, it's like
that's how Frankie did it on Set It Off. Like she got robbed and she was like, "Well, I know the inside, so
I know how to do it." It's like that's the only way to do it. Like, come on, man.
Y'all definitely, I'm just gonna
just pray.
Y'all definitely careful out there because it's not coming up as fake numbers. The caller ID is coming up as the bank you use. They're checking your trash cans. This is from the police department. They are checking your trash cans. They're seeing what bank you use, and they are calling your phone number with the bank's name on it.
So why is that not another suspicion? Why is it not just popping up as at a 1-800 number if they're calling me?
Yeah,
so even with it saying Bank of America,
it does not say Bank of America calling. Like it's a 1-800.
I'm sorry,
this
it's
lady
just
on Monday. She believed it was her bank.
Of
She
course.
gave out her information, and they drained her all of $200,000 from her business account.
And I just feel so bad for her. But at the end of the day, she did want to donate to the community.
That's why I stopped.
Was she an older lady or she was young?
She probably was like in her 40s. I think she was like 42, maybe.
Don't look at me because I might say the wrong
thing. She charity. That was charity. That was charity. At some point, you just gotta know. She gotta write that off on her taxes.
I'm sorry.
Ain't no way. Now, okay, 60, even 50, I give you that.
I ain't giving you that at 50.
So y'all, we gonna end that note. If y'all want all information, you can always email Build the Brand with Kristen at Hit 92.3 for more information. In the meantime, y'all make sure y'all be careful. I want to start that story off with that because they are targeting people, especially now in the Atlanta area. That lady actually lived out here in College Park. So y'all make sure that you check your bank. I go to my bank. I don't take phone calls from the bank. I go in. So that's always something good to do. We have another scam that's also circulating for the summer, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But protect your coins. You won't get it back. Right. Bank of America and USAA say they are now responsible. If you give out this information, you will not get your money back. Don't go to them. Don't call them. Don't email them. Don't do nothing. They're not involved.
That's just like them calling saying that your extended warranty has expired on your car.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I
not
used to
trying to
work
like.
for a place like that.
My daddy made me so mad talking to them people. I'm like, bro, come on, man. How do they even know about your warranty? You called them and told them about it?
My grandma used to do that. Too.
Like, man, this
I
just
told her, I
made
said,
me
tell me
mad.
you ain't got no money. And hang up the phone. Don't even answer. Like, you don't even know the number. Why you answer?
Exactly. No, y'all.
You got to text me. That's how I'm gonna know who
Mm.
you is. Like, text me. Because baby, they be
They do call about the extended warranty, and I always hang up.
Healthcare too.
Healthcare too. The scammers getting in. The pop-up shop, for all of y'all familiar with a pop-up shop is, they have been scamming business owners of millions and billions of dollars. It's all over Facebook. You know, I own a pop-up shop called Cascade Pop-Up Shop, and they use my name 2 or 3 times to scam people out of money using Cash App, telling them they could pay through Cash App, and I gotta go like, no, this is
Yeah,
not
but you also
fair.
have to think of that's just like using us. We have people that literally use our
That got
picture
money.
that's saying, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna enter you in a giveaway. Us outside is this, that, and the third. If you don't do your due diligence to know that if I want to go to this person, this is their page, let me click the link that's in their bio. It's kind of hard for me to see. That's why I can
always
go on and
tell
on. I ain't
people
even finna
to
say
do
nothing.
your research. Do your research.
Like, if I don't post it, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. You're not gonna go to Walmart if they say they're closed. You're not gonna go there. You're not gonna go where a person say, "Hey, I know a Walmart that's open over here. You're a winner." You're not gonna do that. So if you know you're not gonna do it there, why would you do it online?
Well, before we get started, I'm gonna say on that I did see, and I think it's Papa Shop of Atlanta, that these scammers, they were from overseas, and they posted a pop-up shop, and it was for the address was a golf course, and people paid. Like, I think they probably went with $2.
I'm finna try that. I ain't gonna cap. I'm finna see if it actually worked for me.
No, that's just like the boy on
I'm finna do that.
the PlayStation 5. So on Amazon he put a picture of it. And so people was paying the money because it was $500, but in his description it said you're only getting a photo copy. People did not read that, so when they package came, it was only a piece of paper with a picture of it, and they tried to get their money back, and it was like you can't because he tells you what it is, you just didn't read.
I would have broke down and cried. That's
and they was paying like $700, $500. He made a lot of money. I said,
people just be wanting to give money away for free. You don't know.
That is so smart.
Well, they need to donate to me. I have a baby on the way. Y'all
give it to me.
Some free money. Okay, I have Cash App.
Give it to me. I want that money now.
That'll buy a crib today.
Oh, that'll buy a nice crib. You can put, girl. You can put leather in there, real lion fur.
Oh yeah,
girl. Damn, lion fur.
Louis Vuitton blankets and on the
Chanel, little hats and stuff.
Yeah, stroller.
Okay, have a Lamborghini stroller. A plush stroller.
Baby, be so clean going to daycare.
Okay.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming in today. As I was explaining, that I was one of the huge fans for the Bad Girls Club. I actually, when I wanted to be on there one day, and I was like, no, it's not gonna work for me. So I said all power to the women that was on there and was able to survive it, because I know I would have been gone the first season, the first day. And then I watched your season. You was on 2 seasons, correct? You was on 12 and 13, I believe. And I just thought you was completely hilarious.
Thank you.
All the time. And then I started following you on Instagram just recently, and then I saw that you have your brand, Us Outsiders, which I thought was really great to have on my show, since I'm trying to help people build the brand here every Wednesday.
Right.
So I do thank you guys for coming here today.
Yeah, no.
College Park and coming to his 92.3 to spread your awareness. So for Red, for those that don't know you, could you introduce yourself, who you are, where you from?
Yeah, so my name is Red with the 2 D's, of course. Y'all know. Y'all be wanting to only say 1 D, but that's y'all problem. Nah, y'all don't listen. It's 2 D. I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, if y'all don't know that. I be like Lauderdale. Trustdale. I resided in Tallahassee, Florida, though, where Red was actually created. That's really about it. I'm the shit.
Yes. And hilarious.
Wait, I was on Bad Girls Club season 12 and 13. Before that, I was already gonna be famous because I was hosting a lot of college events, like a lot of dance shows, Florida State, Bethune, FAMU. I even went down to Morehouse. Like I just did a lot of like I went to Alabama State. I really was everywhere. I really was gonna be like out there for real, if I ain't have BGC. So that's really about
I thought
it.
the same thing. Just
And
a
now I
little
just
bit
do.
about that when I watched you on TV. I thought you was but I think I was in Job Corps then when
Yeah,
Bad
that's
Girls
it.
came out, and me and my roommate we used to ask can we sneak down, can we go clean up downstairs so we
But I
could
can
watch this.
watch. I'm
And,
telling you, it used to be an interesting show. It used to get a lot of views, but it slowly
it changed.
Yeah.
I think after your season, it started changing, and then it started declining. It became less interesting.
Yeah.
And then they lost a lot of fans. Like I stopped watching it. It wasn't as interesting as it was, and it was like everybody would have been a Bad Girls Club. Everybody wants to be a bad girl. Like it was really a hit show, and it definitely helped put a lot of people on. A lot of people fell off from it, but I think that it helped build a positive perspective on certain women that may have, had a bad image or you thought had a bad. So I was like, she mean. You were like, she's like, as I got to watch
y'all can't take me. That's what I be saying. That's like with anybody that says, I just like, child, I can't take me.
As you went on, I'm like, she's funny. She's interesting. This is somebody I could see myself hanging out. I was always rolling whenever, you was on. So I felt like, so that it helped build your brand. Because of today, I was like, you're the only one I wanted to reach out to and see if I could get you on my show.
Right.
Because you had that lasting impression.
Period.
So, that's why I say, it helps bring out that positive side of people. You get to see them in a different light.
Yes.
So, a
lot of growth.
A lot of growth. And that's okay. That's with life. We all have a lot of growth. I came along. Okay. To who I am now. Do you think that you would ever do like reality TV again?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll do it again. I guess I just gotta just know what I'm doing first. I wouldn't mind.
I think I would be shy.
I wouldn't mind. Nah. Once you do TV, it's like it's gonna come natural. Like with her, she did her little cameo, and I'm pretty sure you could be right back in front of the camera. Now it ain't as bad as you think. It's not as nerve wracking.
We also do YouTube. So it's like being
in front of that camera. But as far as like when it's an actual big old TV camera, and you be like,
I look at them like they the same.
You
a camera is a camera, so it's like
but you don't know. See, you're not live on YouTube.
Small camera like this is like cool, but then when you got like people following behind you,
it's a room for the people.
It's like okay.
But when you are natural with it, like I mean, it's gonna come natural to you. Like eventually you'll be you won't even know them cameras there. Like it'll just be it'll be a part of your life for that moment, So yeah, I mean.
But so what made you start Us Outsiders? What exactly is that?
Oh, so little bit. So little bit is right here, y'all. She is the founder. CEO, I'm the CFO, meaning I'm under her of Us Outsiders. And I'll be more than happy to let her explain it because I really wasn't going to start it. I was going to whoop ass and not even worry about the name no more because I'm so used to just always being that angry, want to just, cuss you out and da-da-da-da. But she actually turned it into Moolah. That's my man. That's my man. This is my man.
Okay.
Wow. Here you go, baby.
And what's your name? Little bit?
Little bit.
Little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, can you explain to us exactly what Outsiders is, where it came
from?
But
wait, first and foremost, where you from, what you represent. How do you know?
Girl, be quiet. Okay. I'm not gonna play with you. But yeah, I'm from Beverly, Florida. It's like a small part in Florida. A lot of people don't know about it, but we got a lot of football players that's from there.
Okay.
But Outsiders started because we were friends with people, and we thought they was our friends, and comes out, we were the outsiders. because we couldn't dress like them, because we didn't have what they had. They basically judged Red off of, well, you on TV, so you should be driving around in this, and you should be wearing what we wearing type stuff. And we wasn't. Like, we had a 97 Tercel riding around. You know, we lived in like housing apartments.
Poverty.
So it was really
Poverty.
bad. So it's like they judged her off of that. And it's like we found out once, you know, they was like, they go to outsiders.
Well, we would have been known if we would have listened to Matt that's right there in the back. Remember, Matt already said something. Like, I don't like them.
Well, yeah, he did say he don't like them, but it's like, you know, you still feel like people be your friend because it's like they doing stuff like as friends. So it's like, okay, I understand you don't like them, but they, you know, they coming through. They convincing us that they care. So it's like after all of that, argument broke out, and they was like, see, that's that outsider S I be talking about. Lissa called me up there. I went up there and they was like, yeah, that's that outside. I was like, why are you getting upset? It's a lot of people who think that they have friends, they don't have friends, and they're considered outsiders. Like, that goes a long way. You got handicapped people who want to be a part of something and people consider them outsiders. You got people with autism. You got all type of people that's considered an outsider. So it's like, don't get mad at it, turn it into something. Because it is a very unique name, outsiders. Like, all of us are on the outside before we get in. And then once we get in, we wish we would have stayed where? On the outside. I wish I wouldn't even came into this, because now it's like, wow, it was not what I thought it was. So I was like, we gonna turn it into something, so it's gonna be us outside. Because it's more than just us. We're not the only ones that feel like that. It's a lot of us that feel like that. So just put us outsiders. And now those same people like our picture, they in our comments.
Take us to church on that one.
It's like now them same people, they starting to come back around. I was like, you getting apologies. I don't open apologies. I like, once you do me like that, I already done saw you for who you are. So it's like, it's no changing that. I understand you could change, but I can't get over how you did me. So it's like, I forgive you for it. I'm not gonna forget. But thank you for your comment. But
I felt like I literally just needed to hear what you just said, because I was kind of going through a similar situation, and I felt like you saying that just now just confirmed what I was already thinking in my head, but just didn't say. I like that. That's how I go.
So it's like, don't get upset about it. Like you fighting them is gonna do what? They gonna be able to say, I fought Red from Bad Girls Club. That's gonna give them something. It's not gonna do nothing for you. So it's like, what you even doing that for? That's the first thing they want. Why you think they saying it to you? They not saying it to me because they know it's not gonna trigger me. It's gonna trigger you. And that's why they did it like that, because they wanted to trigger you.
But
so it's like,
survived. And I did, and we turned it into a YouTube channel.
So yeah, then everybody was like, oh, y'all need to do YouTube, because we was doing fat mix where we rap about food. And then we was doing shower chronicles where she used to sneak in the shower. So it's like, they was like, oh, y'all need YouTube. Y'all need YouTube. Started doing YouTube, and ever since then, boy, that glow up real. They hate to see it. They hate it.
Girl, yes.
They hate it. They hate it.
Jumping around like, yeah. Like,
they hated to see it
when they seen us in that store holding that Balenciaga bag and that shit.
They hate it so bad. We went on a trip, and they thought people who we went live with was there, and fell out with those people. No, and they wasn't even there.
To them people because they thought they was there, but they really was on live.
That's how much you watching.
Yeah, girl.
Let them watch. Let them watch, because that glow up be something else, man. That glow up go hurt.
Me and someone I went to lunch with yesterday actually was talking about this same thing, because I've been featured in 9 magazines. My brand for Cascade is huge, and we going into our 10. And a lot of people who don't have that same, that's doing the same thing I'm doing but haven't reached it yet, has been like tagging me constantly in like negative posts. And I was just expressing like, how I just don't want to go there, because you don't know who's watching you.
Exactly.
You don't know who's saying, I wanted to work with her, but I don't know more, because look at the negative stuff, that she posted. They're not looking at what that person said. They're looking at what you said. So, girl, yes. So look, we said that's so true.
And then it does come off like that, because it's like, sometimes people I look at everything as a sign, because I feel like, honestly, sometimes people are sent to you to see how you gonna react. Yeah. And I look at a lot of stuff like that. You probably come to that just to see how I would react, and if I would have ignored it, that opportunity would have came. But because I said something, I fell into the bait, now is, and that's something that I'm working on too. Because I be seeing stuff on social media I don't agree with. I don't think that be funny, and everybody else think that it's funny. And I be like, that's not funny, because if it was you, you wouldn't think that it's funny. You would be crying out for help. But because it's not you, you want to laugh about it. Exactly. So it's like now I'm trying to work on stop commenting so much. Stop saying stuff because you making sense, that don't mean they want to hear what makes sense. Some people like to hear foolishness. Some people like to just hear something stupid. Like, so that's hard. That's a hard one.
Okay, y'all, we have more. We're read a little bit with us outside of speaking nothing but the truth. I think is Laquita said from Facebook, look at that confirmation. So we be right back. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick minute right here at Hits 2.3 Atlanta. You tuned in to Build the Brand with Kristen.
I just told Pete this really was a good version.
Right here on Hits 92.3 Atlanta, the real definition of internet radio. Well, we have Lil B and Ray with us outside of taking us to church today. Speaking the truth, for some of us, what she's saying is straight confirmation and some things that needed to be heard. You know, sometimes I feel like it was like an interview, but I feel like you ever meet somebody, you like meet them, but then it's like they do something to change your life or your perspective of what you got going on. I feel like that's just what happened. I like it went from like an interview to like confirmation of something I needed in my personal life. And I think that's really dope. And I like that that's what y'all brand stands for, because that means a lot. And a lot of us that are considered outsiders do need to know that this brand is out there. And y'all say y'all on YouTube, like, what's your channel?
Us Outsiders.
It's just Us Outsiders on YouTube. And what about merchandise?
You can just go to usoutsiders.com. It'll be self-explanatory on there. I think we have pictures of like a few outsiders already in their merch. Yeah, that's really about it. I do know that we've been in the talks of trying to do, well, not trying to do, we actually are going to do. We just don't know when. But we do want to do a outsiders Airbnb. We get a lot of personalized, a lot of customized things that is in our home, and I just feel like, you know, if we like put it like in a, you know, how our art gallery would be, something like that, where it's protected, things of that nature right there, where it can be displayed. Why not allow those who feel like outsiders just come and be within that moment?
Yeah, they see what people have, like,
you know,
and it's from all over the world. It's just, it's
y'all do that in Atlanta, I'm down.
And it's gonna be in Atlanta.
I'm down to be a guest speaker. Whatever y'all need, I'm down, because I could definitely relate to people when it comes to being an outsider. I know exactly
what it
feels like. That's like business and outside. So it's something that can be related to both. Guys, if y'all have any questions for a little bit in Red of Us Outsiders, y'all can always call in and ask questions at 404-254-4347. We're always taking calls at his 92.3. Y'all ain't gotta just stick in the chat. We want to hear your voice. Call in. The phone lines are open now at 404-254-4347. Is there anything about y'all brand or anything that you want to share that maybe we didn't get over for people to know more? Is there a way to book you for like upcoming shows or like, you know, radio station interviews for anyone that's watching?
Well, no radio interviews, anything like that. She also has another channel on YouTube that she does for kids, because she loves children. So she has a channel on there. You want to tell them about that?
I just have a cool kids channel that I'm working on. You know, that it's just in the works. You know, it ain't not big yet.
Just a little bit,
but it's gonna become. It's gonna become something big.
Yeah, of course.
It's just called Cool Kids Rock. You can check it out on YouTube. It should pop right up. It's under my it's in our little description box as well under our videos on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have kids outside.
You know, like emails
and kid outsiders. It is kids out. And then that's why I also say outsiders too, because kids get bullied.
But everybody's gonna get bullied.
You know, so it's like
ain't no running away from it. Ain't no none of that. The kids are gonna get picked on point blank period. Like, they're gonna be blunt, straightforward. Like, it is what it is. It's how you teach that child to cope with that and actually hold your head up high and know that, yeah, you are that. Or, yeah, you are skinny. Or, yeah, this is what they're going to pick on, but embrace it. You know, there's no need to say, baby, you're just a little chip. No, I'm not going to do that. Because when you go from around me, them kids are going to say,
you're fat.
Yeah. Right. Or they're going to pick on you. They're going to trip. So I have to teach you how to have confidence within yourself to know I am beautiful. And if I want to change it, I will. And I'm still a kid, you know. All right. You know, go about that business like it is what it is. You can't prevent. You ain't gonna stop that.
You're not.
Okay.
My daughter has
stop that.
Yeah, you can't stop. You can't stop it.
You could be the prettiest girl in school. You could have the most money in school. You still gonna be talked about. You still gonna get tried. It is what it is. That's just what the society is. Even the kid with the most books in his hand get tried, and he don't say nothing
to nobody. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I seen it with my own brother. My brother is not no troublemaker, but I have seen people intentionally like mess with him because he's the kid that's to himself or by himself with his book bag and books and in the corner doing whatever, you know, not engaging with what y'all doing. So it's like, I just rather, you know, hold their head up. Okay, I done got picked on. You know how I feel getting picked on in the big roundabout in the car, like, yo, fat ass. You know how that shit feel? It shit don't feel good, but it happens. Like, but guess what? His ass is fat.
I just couldn't say that in 8th grade.
Yeah,
I didn't know it in
my
8th
daughter
grade,
is light skinned. She has sandy brown hair. That really light orange hair.
That reddish hair, like
yes.
Annie, I love that hair.
Yes, and the girls in the class would pick on her because that was her natural hair color. They didn't have that.
That's why they're picking on you because they don't have what you have.
She was like for the longest wanted to dye her hair. Like
she loved it now.
Yes, and she embraced it and it's long and she put her braid. And I saw her, you was born this way. God gave you this hair for a reason. I don't have that's not my natural hair color. It ain't your dad's natural hair color.
People go and buy that color at the store.
Yes, this will make wigs in this color,
baby. It's okay.
Yes.
Baby, I would have put Annie on so quick and be like, look at it. She the rawest one of the bunch. Yep.
I took her to the hair store and I showed her. I said, people is buying it. They want
absolutely.
So, yeah, you have to. You're right.
You just gotta guide. You gotta speak that into them.
You have to.
You do have to speak it into them. They believe that they will listen to you before they go back. But if you're not, bro, don't worry about it. People just talking. It's gonna continuously bother you. Or no, not only that. Even if cause like with me, like I had people telling me I was pretty coming up, but it wasn't instilled into me that you're beautiful. Like it wasn't like you didn't tell me why I was beautiful or like what's beautiful about me. You just said, girl, you pretty, stop letting them pick on you. And that was that. But it really was like, no, because when I look at them and I look at me, it's totally different. Like you short. I still get picked on for being short. When I say something, they still call me a chihuahua because I'm saying something and nobody else is. So that even go into adult year, which is outside. I'll be an outside barking chihuahua.
But y'all can call me in.
Most definitely can check out our email. I thought she was going to put that out there, but I put it out there. It's going to be theoutsiderslr@gmail.com. If y'all want to collab, hit us up. Emails. And then, of course, for me, I got wewantred@gmail.com because I'm still red.
You're red.
Let's not
I love it.
That. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love that you have the growth, but you're still yourself.
Yeah, there ain't no sense in changing. What's the point of changing, honestly? What's the point? What's the purpose in changing? You still could be you, just grow from how you were so reckless and be less reckless. You know?
Exactly.
Like I'm anybody that ever meet me, anybody you talk to, and I promise you can go back there. They're gonna tell you this girl has never changed. She has always been herself. Anybody that's been my friend, I'm still the same way. Do I need to work on some things? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. I can't work on some things. Maybe quite a few things. But it's getting better. It can get better. Don't think you stop growing just because you learned one thing to, grow from. You still have a lot more in life. Trust me. Your partner will make sure they tell you and remind you every day. Don't throw shade at me. I'm right here.
Oh. How did y'all meet? Are y'all like family or
this is my
friends?
fiance?
Woo! Okay.
You see that rock?
Woo!
She's my rock.
Look at that rock.
Yes, sir.
Look, put in the camera one time for the people.
Yes, right on. It's right on. It's all there.
I love it.
It's all there.
But we actually met in jail.
Okay.
8 years ago.
8 years ago, we met in jail, Leon County.
Don't shock them out.
Well,
yeah,
guys,
in jail.
Love after lockup. If it really was a couple outside.
Yes.
Nice.
That girl put a hit out on me the first day she saw me in there.
I put a hit out.
She told them people they couldn't talk to me.
I put a kite.
Nobody could talk to me.
So I had to see if you want to talk to me first.
And then you know what she did? She didn't talk to me until she seen late night, because in jail late night, if you get an extra meal, which is that brown bag, that means like you probably anything could be wrong, but they did just know something wrong. No. She sat there and watched to see if I was gonna get a brown bag.
Yeah, but if she would have got a brown bag, I still would have also went to my favorite officer that was in at the time and asked her to pull her medical records, even though they're not supposed to. Pull her medical records so I can see if it's probably like diabetes.
No, I wanted it. I really wanted that brown bag because they give you extra food. And I wanted it. I was hungry. So I really wanted that brown bag.
If she was pregnant, that could be another reason why you get the extra sandwich. But 9 times out of 10, it'd be because you either coming down off drugs, or you have
diabetes,
or you have that ish,
or you pregnant. They give it to you. You're pregnant.
So, but you'll know.
Well, I love y'all life story. Okay, well, y'all make sure y'all check out www.usoutsiders.com. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube at usoutsiders.com.
Yes.
I know I'm going to be subscribing because...
Get ready to laugh. Get ready to laugh.
Labor.
Yeah, for real.
Yes,
Get ready to laugh. That baby finna be goofy.
But y'all know it's time for our next segment. So if y'all want to stick around, let's get into it. It's time for Poppin' Topic. Do women really support each other, or is it just competition?
Oh, I don't support women. And it's always competition.
Call in at
404-254-43.
Oh, Lord, I think I put too many numbers.
I don't support women.
They have me laughing. Call in
I
at
am not finna play with her.
4347.
This girl say I don't support women. It's always competition.
Because it's about the money.
She's lying.
It's always about the money. I'm just playing. I support a ball headed.
Oh my God.
I can't stand her.
That's why I stand for myself. Oh, we in this segment right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I say you can stay. We having Poppin' Topic. Do women really support each other? Is it just competition?
Okay.
Women say they support each other, but are they really?
Honestly,
it's 50-50.
Yeah, it depends.
You're gonna speak from you knowing about women not supporting each other because you actually.
No, but I've also seen women support each other. So it's like, wait, we answer now or we wait?
Yeah.
Oh, so listen, before be making me nervous.
Neil from Facebook say, "Hey boo, hey y'all, hey
what's up?" But okay, so that is 50-50. It depends on what type of. I feel like, you just gotta know the signs of it. If that person is, top rank, and but when you get around them in their space and you see their real true colors, and you decide to stick around, even knowing how they act, don't holler women, don't support women. Because you knew this person act like that. And then all because now it's not working out for you, now you want to go and you want to tell it.
Right.
When you already knew what type of person this was. But then you also have women that do support, because all our friends are like have their own business. Like everybody do something different, even those that do the same. It's like we brought them into YouTube. They do stuff. So it's like we all work together and we work with each other. So we support each other, but trying to work with other people, it does feel like competition.
It does.
It does feel like it's a competition.
I think sometimes supporting each other does turn into competition.
I hate that happens.
I mean, it's life. Look at Destiny's Child. I'm just saying, like, come on. Like, that's the prime example. Like, people don't want to speak, don't want to say it, but it's been that way. Yeah, you had those women that was saying UNITY, like Queen Latifah, and let's support each other and stuff like that.
But they actually did support each other.
Yeah, but then you in that same area, you also had women in groups, once it revealed, they colors and what they went through. It was more like why she leave, why I'm not, or why I can't do this, why I can't do that, or why her outfit look better than mine.
Yep.
It was always pointed out for Beyonce. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I go back to Destiny's Child, because that was a prime example of what the other two members that was no longer a part of the four was trying to tell people. Don't tell them girls that they hating because it ain't them and they not a part of it no more. You can't tell nobody what they went through. So it exists worldwide. It's gonna turn into competition. We hate that it do, but it's gonna happen if you're not friends. If you ain't going in that ish friends,
but it does happen when you friends too.
No, that's what I'm saying. When you're not genuine, it turns into competition.
Y'all was never friends then.
Yeah.
And when you don't know your place as well, like everybody has a place. So it's like you trying to come in and the big dog. How you gonna do that? That's not your place. The big dog. It's your place to work under the big until you become your own big dog and have your own business like this person. So that's why it's like it's hard working with women.
With that question too, it's really 50-50 because like you say, yeah, your friend, it can happen within your group that Well, y'all thought y'all were friends, but you probably been overlooked signs that was already there as well. You know, to be like, you know what, she probably just having a bad day or whatnot.
Not really, no, girl. She showing you her true colors.
If she's never at your event, if she's never reposting what you're posting, as far as you selling stuff or have a business or my friend doing this or
my friend,
then that's a problem right there from you not even posting. That's a problem. That's a red flag.
Serenity from Faith from Facebook said, I never experienced it because the women in my circle or that I know have always supported me, but at the same time, I know of women who have recently paid from other women.
Yeah. Yep. If you have those people that support you, not like she said, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna know people that don't went through it or is happening with. That means you have genuine support. You ain't gonna find that a lot.
And then also a lot of people too. You got people who will tell you how a person is. And all because you so money hungry and you just want to get into this with this person, you will ignore everything that they said and still go work with that person. And when they hurt your feelings, now you want to say something when you would the person that worked next to them told you what was gonna happen. So now it's like,
because I see a lot on Facebook. Well, because I'm very heavy on Facebook because you know my business mostly coming in from social media. I always see where people post, you know, I support other sisters, post your brands or whatever. And then there's no repost. Or you post their stuff and they don't post
it's no support.
Yes. Or, you know, they say let's collab on events, but then they be trying to outdo you.
Yep.
So it's like
they coming in with competition and it's hard to find females that's not that's why the group of friends that we got now, I say I'm staying with them. Because we actually show genuine love to each other. One of us can become a billionaire right now. All our friends is gonna be proud. Ain't nobody finna be like, well, that should have been me. No. And if you do that, everybody finna cuss you out. Because why is you doing that? Now you don't need. Now it's like you don't even need to be around now. Because is you in competition with us, or is you genuinely happy for what's gonna happen?
Like we literally seen one of our friends in our group. We literally seen where she went from being customer service agent.
Yes.
Only about 40,000 followers. Not even wanting to do what she's doing right now. To where she surpassed everybody in that group. That's supposed to be a group of moguls. You know, Black women with each other and working on each other. But when she surpassed them the way she did,
man, the hate was
the hate unfolded.
Even the person that wasn't doing her, the head honcho over the company, you're mad. She's supporting your business. She's bringing people to your business. Why are you upset with her? But when they come out,
we seen it.
You know
what I'm saying? Like we actually seen to where it was like, well, dang, I thought you would have been happy that this happened for them, but now you saying that they stealing your customers, and basically you want if they're doing the same thing in Atlanta, and y'all supposed to be moguls and y'all support each other, and y'all have these different areas in these different cities. What's the problem if that person is staying?
They still stay within the company. That's how you.
I thought it was a group.
Exactly. And then I say that because like I just recently had a situation where I was in a pop-up shop group to you know, show my flyers, and then the admin like wouldn't approve my flyer because it was doing the same thing they were doing. But this group is called Let's Support Each Other.
As many bread companies as we walk into Walmart and we see all them different breads right there in the same
Everybody
spot.
has what's called a choice, and that's what I be telling Libby. I be like, that's just like you be wondering why would you put these gas stations by each other? Maybe people don't want Shell. Maybe they want Exxon. Even though you think Shell is better, maybe they think Exxon is better.
She might got cocoa butter and she got shea butter. I'm gonna go over here. Like it's
you know, you can have a preference. That goes back to the whole I be debating with the whole light skin and dark skin thing. Like you can't help a person preference. That's just like the fat person in school. That ain't gonna be the first choice that you date or that you want to go out with.
Some people you can't say that. You can't say that for all because I've seen.
Well, in school, okay. Well, we have a 7-year difference in our age. So in my era, 2003 to 2007, it was none of that. It wasn't no. You feel me? Like you know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying. So it's like you can't get mad at a person's preference because I'm fat, but I would never ever date a fat person. I don't have nothing against them, but I would never ever date one. That is my preference, my prerogative. It doesn't make it wrong. And that's what people get confused as well. Like, well, you shouldn't do it. Still my choice. I still have a preference. I can still. So even though you do the same thing as them, you can offer something that they probably not offering. You feel me? Even though they think y'all doing the same thing. I would never understand it. Even if everybody sold the same hair in this vendor. Look how many people sell hair.
Yeah. And do lashes.
And do makeup, and do laces, and they all do a good job. It ain't people are being born every day.
Yep. Serenity made another comment. Y'all, it'll be great for y'all to call so that our listeners can know you over the phone. Please give us a call at 404-254-4347. Don't just hit the comments. Give us a call. We want to hear your voice. So does the listeners. I'm going to go ahead and read what Serenity said. She said, I'm a strong believer in supporting others, even if your product isn't for me personally. I'll still share your info to others that it may benefit, or I'll buy something to try it and support. What does it hurt to share, and let them sell themselves to potential customers? That's true. And I'm going to say this. When I have my own lash line. And that's how I got in a lot of magazines. I design my own lashes. And I have a hair store over there on Austell Road. It's not mine, but they're Korean. Right. Of course, they have a hair store and they sell wall-to-wall lashes. But they used to, well, before I stopped, they would let me sit outside their store and sell my lashes. So I get first-hand customers that's going to buy lashes. If they don't like what I have, then they go in and buy. But that's not like that, because when I tried to do it to a black-owned salon, she was like, "You can't do that here."
Yeah, no. Because they just want the business for themselves. They don't want you to outshine it because they feel like, well, you gonna take my customers from me, instead of looking at how y'all could benefit each other. Exactly. Because a person can come and get lashes from you, but then want to go inside her shop and get other services. Exactly. Like, let me just go and get my makeup done since I'm already here and I just got these lashes. Mm-hmm. So you never know what it may turn into. That's why I'm glad, like, we surround ourselves with the people we do, because in her shop, everyone does the same thing. It's a few different people. You got 2 makeup artists, you got 2 lash girls, but everybody still get their customers.
Because I might not like her makeup and I like her makeup. But that's also I feel like personally, this is just my opinion and from what I've seen. Yeah. That's only a big problem in the black community. Yeah. You got Korean people who will come over here and build and bring their people in. And only their people working with them. And then they'll also branch out sometimes and let other races start to work with them. You got Indian people who own all the stores around here on every corner. Yep. They bring their people in, and then sometimes they will bring another race in. Black people will not stick together and do stuff together. For what reason? I don't know what it is. But with us, it's really like I feel like it's because our race comes from so much poverty. Yeah. It's like we all trying to get to the top. Exactly. So it's like, even when you at the top, you don't feel like you at the top, because now you looking at somebody else and being like, okay, I need to take over.
Stolen from black people. They just so prone to, let me just hold over what's mine. I don't work so
That's
hard.
That's why I say poverty. That they done came from, like, you done came from so much. Like, and that's another thing. It's like, even in the hood, I was thinking, I'm like, dang, when you hungry, you get mad, don't you? Everybody get mad when they hungry. Then when you think about the hood, them people hungry.
But infants get mad.
No, but what I'm saying is, them people, they hungry to get up out the hood, but everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur. No. So it's like, how else am I gonna get out of here without reaching off and having to start my own business? Or now I gotta go clock in this job. When I get off this job, I got children who I got to feed because I didn't want to get an abortion because of my heart. So now I got to raise them. Then you got to deal with family. Then you got so much. Them people are hungry. Them people just want a better way. Them people really do need somebody need to just go back and just give. It frustrates me because, like I said, the pop-up shop owner, it frustrates me when people call and they'll be like, "Do you already have a candle person for Saturday? I don't want to come if you don't have if you have another candle person." What? And I say, and it's in my text message, I told someone, I said, it's enough money and customers for you and another candle person to make y'all money. Thank you. It don't have to be, I sell my lashes at my event.
I'm not gonna tell somebody that because you sell lashes
You
too, you can't come. All my events have been someone that sell lashes. And before we was at the beauty exchange store on Cascade, I was somewhere else. And then they had an issue with us being in the parking lot because we were selling stuff that was inside the hair store that was in the locker. This man has a hair store, and everything that most of the vendors come out with in that parking lot is what's in his store. Mm-hmm. And never once do he complain, though they selling wigs. Right. They can't do that because we got it in the store. Why is it when it comes to, our owner or
we do that to each other?
It's a problem.
We do that to each other. I don't want to
sit by her because she sell nails too. Can I go sit way down here?
That's what they want.
Not realizing being by each other is what's gonna bring people over here because I probably don't even like how she polished. And I want you to but they'll never understand it.
To do that, you're not gonna teach it. Okay? So at the end of the day, they were already taught to be divided. They were taught not to read. They were taught how they were unworthy. Yeah. And this is stemming back to when they separated the light skinned blacks from the dark.
The Willie Lynch.
Okay. So at the end of the day, it's been established. Like it's been already there. So to answer your whys, just go back in your history. Those are your whys because it was instilled to them. No, you better not pick up this book and read it. You had to be another person who knew how to read that was black had to sneak and teach you. Then you had it to where the North was not segregated no more, but the South was. So you got the people coming back like Harriet to bring you to where you would have no worries at. Exactly.
But I also feel like it's 2020. Yeah. It's 2020. Slavery happened a long time ago. It's 2020, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them people is rolling over in their graves after all this stuff that these children are doing right now.
Like, you know what, y'all? I had someone. This was last Saturday when I had my event. We do it every Saturday, and I'm sitting across from someone who sells lashes too, and she was like, she came over. She like, how much you selling your lashes for your table? I'm like $5. No, whatever. She was like, she put up a sign that said all lashes $3. Across from me, across from me, it's a sign now that says $3. And I'm like, come on, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna kick you out, but I'm just saying, like, was that necessary?
Come on now, sis. You.
I mean,
but
like you said, they hungry. Like
they hungry.
They
hungry. And then
they're not gonna care what they do.
And then not only that, it's also like you don't even have like with parents, like even in a black household, it needs to be more talked about, even with us with our upbringing. That needs to be taught to us how to share, how to be okay with seeing somebody else happy. Because a lot of us don't come up in a happy house. So when we see somebody else smile, we really be like, what's she smiling for? What's she so happy
for? Y'all don't forget to give us a call at 404-254-4347. I can't read all comments, but you can call in so we can hear your pretty voice. The number is stapled in at 404-254-4347. Give us a call and let us know. Y'all talk about it on Facebook. You talk about it in groups, Instagram. Let's get heard. Do women really support each other, or is it competition? I think, like I said earlier, sometimes it's friendships that turn into competition. Mm-hmm. Like I had a friend.
There was never a friendship.
That question direct. That is an indirect question. It's not really direct because it's an open-ended question. Because it's 50-50. It can start out with support and then turn into turmoil.
But I'm trying to figure out why do it have to turn into that?
Turns into because it was never you never was genuine with it. You only came in because, like I say, you're hungry.
I'm probably trying to see what this finna do for me. That's like when people go around. That's just like if you go around. I'm not gonna use you. That's just like if a random person go around. Let's use Jada Chivas as an example. You probably go around to see how this girl vendor is, what she use, how she go about with doing things, how she move. And now y'all don't talk no more. And now you doing that same thing. Once y'all, it's like that's really what it really is. Some people just be your friend because of what you got already doing.
Yep.
You gotta think about those friends that you meet after you've already established yourself.
And those be the ones that's gonna do you wrong. Those that you meet after.
You shouldn't even be shocked. You have to go back to those friends who you probably was talking to childhood-wise and fell out with.
I support women. I support each other.
But that's what we use to get comments.
It's always something after.
We use that's
because you can be genuine with it.
all because you're genuine with it, that doesn't mean they're gonna be genuine with it. So it's like
it's business. At the end of the day, it's like quid pro quo. You do something for me, I do something for you. So because I'm telling you I support women, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna share this post. You probably comment underneath, and then my page follows because I put that up. So it's also it's used as a
and then
mechanism.
Not only that, I'm honestly like I don't even learn from that. That's why I say even when I tell my little sister, I don't care who you say your friend. When you find yourself doing more for that person than what they doing for you, that's not your friend. That's telling you right then and there what it is. Like, because your friend is gonna keep up how you gonna keep up. When your friend is gonna bring you ideas, y'all gonna brainstorm together and figure it out together. Y'all gonna argue, but y'all gonna come back together. There ain't no getting on no phone, calling this person. Once it get outside y'all, out of y'all argument, and somebody else know, that goes to show you that's not your friend. But people ignore all that. They like to say, "Oh, we done been through this." They like to call fallouts growth. Like they'll say, "Oh, we fell out. We done fell out so many times and came back together and this and that." Girl, that don't mean that y'all friends. That's God been trying to separate y'all from each other.
And I asked this. This is like another reason why it became like a question, because like when I said the same hustle I was sitting outside of, I had like a friend who sold makeup. I sell lashes. We like yin and yang. You buy lashes, you buy makeup. And we would sit out there and make our money. But unfortunately, my lashes, they were selling more because people were more into the lashes. And then it became a competition. She started like having attitudes with me. And then it started, the dynamic of the friendship started changing.
Selling. That's why. When it's not selling and I see that you next to me making money, instead of me encouraging you, like, well, girl, let me help you sell something, and then would you throw me something?
Or not even that. Let me buy some of your lashes so I can have them over here. And when they see your lashes over here, they don't want to get their makeup done because your lashes already here.
She started buying lashes to add to her makeup line.
Wow.
But when I asked, "Hey, why you don't use
my lashes?"
Wholesaler, it was, you may not have something I want. I want to use somebody different.
Yeah. And that's not your friend.
Now we're on Facebook competing with.
How long you known that friend? Let me ask you that.
It was 3 years.
3 years of friendship before it happened?
Yeah, before that happened.
Already friends for 3
years.
we
was started the job together. We was working a job, and we both was like, we want to start a business. And then she was like, well, I want to do makeup. I'm like, I want to do lashes. We started 2 separate businesses. And then I was like, we both quit. I started Eyelashing Me Too. She started her business. And then I was like, hey, at the hair store, I'm clocking money every day. Bring your stuff up here and let's work together. I didn't have to do that. I could have just, keep the money to myself. But I thought, it is my friend. Let me show that I support her and bring her to where the money is. But then it changed the friendship on her end. And even when I would say, here go a few dollars off of what I made, she was making money. But if I felt like I was doing more, it was like, here go like $25, $30.
You being genuine and she's still not.
Yeah, and now you call and tell me that would I be upset if she add lashes to her line? Because
you trying to
my product.
Yeah, that's just. I got a friend right now. We done been friends over 10 years. If I even feel for 1 second, or even like if I even see that you're in competition with me, I will. It's done. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because you're not gonna do me like that.
Because people be friends within 3 months. They'll be like,
that's my friend
right there. I'm the quickest person to shut your feelings down.
My husband
I do not mind. Do not introduce me as your friend because I hate to embarrass you in front of everybody. I am not your friend. Doesn't mean we can't build a relationship to become friends. Yeah. But I need to ask my questions. I need to do my due diligence. I need to know how you act when you get really mad. I need to know if you're gonna run and tell my business. Let me tell you something, and then we fall out. Let me see if you finna say something.
A lot of that goes
I need to know that. But in order for you to know that, you need to give yourself time before you be like, yeah, we friends. No, y'all not.
Y'all don't even know each other.
Right, that shit be making me
My
mad.
daughter do that. She be like, Mama, my friend. I want to go with my friend. I'm like, who is this friend? Then next week, Mama got the new girl. We friends. I'm like, Khalees, everybody's not your friend, honey.
See, listen, in middle school, high school, that's different because we're going to call all them our friends.
Yeah.
But when you are 18, 19, 20, going into these adult ages, and now you should be learning because of what's coming around you. Really, after 25, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be around.
If you don't know who your friends is after 25, then that's just, Yeah.
One thing about
But
it, if
people
I
do
can't
that.
apologize with my
Everybody's
friend, if we
different.
can't be like, you know what, girl, I was wrong. If you can't tell me how to fix me or better me as a person, you're not my friend.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I first
Can't
came
do that.
around, when I first got around her, and I noticed that people would not tell her when she wrong, when she hurt their feelings, but they'll like try to come off to the side and tell me, and they'll be like, "Oh, you said how she do this. Why you didn't say that to her then? If that's your friend, why you ain't saying that?" Because when I say something to her, I look at me like I'm crazy, like I just started trouble or something.
No, you didn't start trouble.
Because I'm speaking up for myself.
Back to the point.
But it's like y'all not speaking up for yourself. Y'all really want to say what I'm saying, so y'all gonna get upset with me and be like, "Oh well, she don't need to come around because no, you feel the same way. You just scared to tell her you feel the same way, but you really do feel the same way."
You tried to break up my group and my kingdom. That's what you tried to do, but you failed drastically. Okay, that's what you tried to do. You did. Don't be hating because they addressed me as the queen and they bow down.
No, yeah, they most definitely
Why
did.
you mad though? You a hater.
It was like
she used to be like this when I'm asleep. Yeah, I had you a little bit, and then that's when you start caring no more. I don't know where you
most definitely did because you ain't finna do me like that. Like, who are you? No, like who are you to sit there and try to like? I feel like that's like little girl in me.
But I did.
And then not only that,
and I did, little girl.
How Lissa used to respond when people tried to do it to her. I'm like, yeah, she ain't finna keep doing me like that because I see how you respond when somebody do it to you. So yeah, you got me all the way.
But you can't get mad because I come in with
Not
that
happening.
stamina and I come in with that. I carry that on my shoulders. Don't be hating on me. You can't hate on me because I come in already on the stop trying me. Yeah. And that little kid would have been out there. I would have been playing Coco Matter.
Oh yeah, she like to do that in front of kids. She like to pull out her game.
Sure do.
And play games in front of kids.
I like to buy stuff in front of kids too, a whole bunch of toys, especially when they parents checking out. And I be like, wow, I hope another kid get this. Oh my.
Well, y'all, I appreciate.
Shout out to my mom and daddy for having sex, or we would not be here if it was without a rubber.
Oh,
if it was with a rubber. You
sorry
said without.
for any children that's listening. Please don't.
But they shouldn't. Well, I'm just all right.
They should be in school. They should be
on spring break.
Wait, Georgia on spring break right now?
Yeah.
I thought they spring break was 2 weeks.
I thought their zone was before Florida.
They on spring break since Monday.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Well, they should be on the radio right now. They need to.
All right, my bad. But
y'all, it is time for the B Team Investigate second story that is going on, y'all. If you are in the Henry County area, deputies warn of home repair scams.
What?
Henry County.
I gotta leave Georgia. I can't do this.
Henry County Sheriff Police Office says they are warning residents surrounding home repairs. Deputies say the scams involve resealing driveways, roof repairs, landscaping jobs, where the scammers show up offering service. So if you ever been home and someone to say, hey, mind if I cut your yard for about $20, $30, or if I take your trees down, well, the scammers state they will provide the service, but once the victim pays the money, the scammer never returns. Or they'll say they're going to pay the supplies. One lady in Henry County said someone came up offering to cut her grass and do her lawn service for $50. She paid the money to get him to go get it.
So you pay before the services was completed.
Yes.
Meaning when you go and get your food at a restaurant, right? You're gonna pay before your food come out, or you're gonna wait for the food to come out and then pay at the end when you say, hey, waiter, check please.
Well, fast food you do pay before you get your food.
Yeah, but that's fast food because I'm going to the next window to get my food. I'm guaranteed my food at the next window. It's a drive-through for a reason. I have a receipt stating what you should give me. But you have to look into those things. If you're walking up and I don't see no tool, but you're a damn lawn man.
Smart with these scams. Only people I know
that's not smart.
It's like a scam.
Knock on your door is the people. What the people is?
These scammers going.
So if I come to you and tell you I'm selling Girl Scout cookies and I don't have them in my hand, but I got a little girl here and I got to get them out my trunk, are you gonna give me the $30 for the Girl Scout cookies and let me go to my trunk?
What type of Girl Scout cookies I got?
Or you gonna be like, go get them and bring them back to me?
Well, they are doing that. A lot of people in Henry County says that people
they need to close the county.
Have been coming up, saying, hey, especially during COVID times, people not leaving the house. I'll cut your grass, I'll do your lawn, I'll clean your pool for this amount of money. People pay it, or they'll say, hey, I gotta go get the supplies.
And you're paying before the services.
It gotta be these little water boys. Sorry. It gotta be these little water boys. I'm sorry. Cause ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way they letting an adult knock on their door and say that. Now a kid, okay. I can
It's
see
just
children
like your
doing that.
son or your daughter telling you, "Hey, mommy, I cleaned my room. Can I go outside now?" You're gonna go
And
check
to
the
see
room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're gonna be like, "Okay, I don't give a care how much I love and care for my child. I'm still gonna go check and see if you cleaned this room before you depart my door."
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Well, Henry County Police Department says if you're on the lookout if this type of scam happens to you, these are some things besides that you should be aware of. First, don't let them inside your home.
Absolutely.
Don't follow them around your property. Ask to see a business license or a solicitor's permit. You have to have a permit for businesses to be able to do door to door. If presented with a license and permit, call the local authorities of the business to verify. My neighbor said that someone from pest control came, knocked on her door. She didn't even have an appointment, and he was asking, can he look around to see? He'll email her an estimate. And I was like, well, you wouldn't think that was weird. Maybe he's casing your house.
Yeah,
Maybe,
to see what you got in there.
Call the police to see if this is what I'm supposed to do.
Well, she had a break in a week later, and she don't think it was from the pest control people.
And they the only ones that came and scammed her whole house.
So yes. Yes. Her house.
So she
Well, I just be praying for them, and honestly, I'm setting up a
I
GoFundMe for a lot of advice I'm giving
it.
out. All you need to do is pay first before I give the advice out. I am giving out exclusive advice. Only at my GoFundMe account called "Giving Advice After Payment is Received." Thank you.
Make sure y'all look for a work vehicle. Businesses are not going to come in their personal vehicles. If it is pest control, make sure that it's with pest control. If it's a landscaping company, ask for a vehicle. If parked a distance away, license plates are hard to read, it may be a scam. Ask for references, get manager supervisor number, call them back and verify. If you are still unsure if this is a scam, then by all means, you need to call the police and verify.
Absolutely. Ooh, this is sad.
But this scam is happening because our home has been visited quite a few times from people claiming to be with a landscaping company or pest control. And you can also let them know, hey, even if you own your house, is rented because they can't do any work on a rental property home.
I ain't let nobody. Don't knock on my door. You gonna be knocking because if it ain't FedEx, UPS.
Yes. I want to take the time to thank you guys for coming today. This was so much fun.
It
was.
Y'all gotta use the restroom so much you would think I'm pregnant. That's why I'm moving a lot. So
that's okay. I want to thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Y'all got a conversation going. It's no problem. Y'all welcome back anytime.
Just let us know.
Absolutely. Y'all definitely let me know more information about anything y'all doing so I can spread the awareness.
Wow.
Share it on my social media platforms.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're gonna take a quick break. And then we're gonna be right back with Build the Brand right here at his 92.3 on the answer.
All day.
Oh, no.
I would say that was very exciting. I definitely learned so much talking to them. Like you ever felt like you went somewhere and you start talking to somebody like you don't know, and then they just give you all type of spiritual guidance, or they like speaking into your life without even really knowing it. I felt like that's literally what just happened, because I was struggling with so many things that she was saying, and it felt really good to for them to come in. So y'all, shout out to Little Bit in Red. Make sure y'all follow them on usoutsiders.com. Make sure y'all subscribe to their YouTube channel, Us Outsiders, as well on Instagram, Facebook. Um, y'all remember to go and download the Hits 92.3 app. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I wanted to get into our second topic that we have going on today. Really quickly. If you have anything to say, you can always feel free to call in at 442544347. Topic one. Admins not approving flyers, is it fair? I personally don't feel like that is fair, because in this pop-up shop world, all we have is each other. Papa Shop World's networking events. I feel like all we have is each other to keep our events going. And I feel like your flyer should be able to be shared so that other people can participate, as well as, they event. I don't see anything wrong with that. And I was kind of disappointed in myself, because I actually had this situation where admin was not approving my flyers, because I was doing the same event that they were doing. And I went live on Facebook, and I was really frustrated, but I was kind of mad at myself, because I was like, this is not, I know better. I don't let things like that get under my skin. But it's like, don't stop my money when we could work together. We should never be in the business of stopping each other from getting the bag when we can get it together. You know what I'm saying? I come to your events, you come to mine. I pass out your flyers, you can come pass out mine. However, I just feel like in this small business world, we're all trying to make a living. We're all trying to be more than just clock in 9 to 5. We're all trying to put food on a table for our kids, for our family, and I feel like we should be able to work together to do that. I have no problem with anyone ever coming to Cascade Pop-Up Shop to pass out their flyers. It happens so many times. Even though I never get a flyer when it comes to someone coming to my event. They'll ask who's the host, and they feel like that they're not welcome to give me a flyer. I am more than willing. I'm more than able. I'm more than acceptance of that. If you come to my event, please give me a flyer. Pass out your flyers to everyone else, because outside of that, I am still a vendor. I still set up my products. I still set up my table. So let's network with each other. It's no reason why women can't support each other. There shouldn't be any competition. I should be able to support your pictures, your business, without saying I'm not doing that because she's winning above me. I'm not doing that because she's won awards, or I'm not supporting her because she's already on. You don't know what's in somebody's bag, or you don't know what's in someone's bank account, or how they getting by. So it's always great if we're gonna say we support each other, then we really should. There should be no cap on that. It shouldn't be any line on that. It's like saying that you're from Chicago when you're not. Don't say you support other women and you don't. And I don't think that it's fair for admins, but not to prove flyers. But guys, check this out. If this is happening to you and you a target of your flyers not being shared, you can always, do what I plan on doing is the footwork. Go to the communities, pass out your own flyers, go door to door, put them, tape them to the outside of the mailbox. It's a felony to put stuff in people's mailboxes. So you can tape the outside of the mailbox, go to local stores, go to grocery stores, pass out flyers. I go to Walmart. I put my Cascade Pop-Up Shop flyers on people's windshields, on their door handles to help spread the word. So it's more than one way to skin the cat. if you need to get your business out. With that being said, guys, call in and get it off your chest. It is now time for our last segment of day, which is called "Get It Off Your Chest." If there is anything that you need to say or anything that you wanted to say this week to anybody or to anything, you can call in now and get it off your chest. Say it loud, say it proud to start your week off with a brand new beginning. You can call in at 442544347. It is something I'll start off that I want to get off my chest that I would love to say loud and proud. Okay. I would appreciate it, if the trash people would pick up all the trash when they pick up my trash. Okay, they left one box out. And I really wanted to tell him, you could have get out that truck and picked up that box, but you left that box sitting out there, and I gotta sit out there till next Thursday. So I'm saying it very loudly. I would like for my trash people to pick up all the boxes or anything I have out there. So I'm saying it very loud because it was on my mind yesterday, and I'm ready to start the new week, not mad at my trash people. So, um, guys, remember to please follow us on His 92.3 Atlanta on Facebook, Instagram. We also have the app where you can listen in when you at work and on the go. As well as don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Brand with Kristen. Where every Wednesday and Thursday I'm interviewing business owners to help spread brand awareness with other fun topics we have for the day. Also, don't forget to check out usoutsiders.com. I'm very interested in what they have going on. I will see y'all next week, Wednesday and Thursday, with some new business owners that's gonna be here spreading brand awareness. And don't forget, we also interview children. Yesterday we had an amazing kid vendor here, Charmed by Angel. And her interview was super amazing. And we're gonna continue to keep spreading awareness because like I said, all we have is each other at the end of the day. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see y'all next week. I have to go to the baby doctor. Bye.